Hello and welcome to the Hespect MMA podcast, where we cover MMA's hottest headlines, fight card bouts, fighter drama, discuss fight predictions, media giants, and basically all things MMA related. Made by fans, for the fans. This is your host, Hespectful Keith, and I'd love for you to come and join me here, often visited by special guest and best friend of mine, codenamed Throb Lowe, as we share our memories, takes, and opinions on the frequently changing landscape that is MMA. Now, without further ado, let's MMA and chill.
Hey, hold on, I can turn you up on my end too. 1 second. Okay, go.
I'm trying to get the mic a little closer to my mouth here.
Okay, yeah, there you go.
Yep.
That sounds better.
Get one more boost here. About 90. A little louder?
Yeah, more or less.
Alright. Guess that can work. Alright, man. Here we are. What the hell? How's your weekend?
I missed that card last night, but
Oh, I didn't watch.
supposedly there's a lot of finishes.
Yeah, I just watched the highlights. So, yeah, we can quick
Yeah, same here.
just breeze through it, talk about some of the things or some of the highlights I saw and you saw, and then we can go into that preview for UFC 281. That one will be fucking explosive for the first time in UFC history. The main event is a kickboxing match. No, sure.
Yeah, basically, right?
We'll see. We'll see if Izzy tries to pull out some like weird shit. You know, maybe it'll be like, okay, I'm gonna grapple his ass.
Yeah, I think, I don't know, man. That seems like if anyone's going to surprise someone, it'll be that, right?
We'll go through our little own fight breakdown when we get to that near the end there. Anyways, so shit, where the fuck did I put my notes? Here we go. Alright, so welcome back everybody. It is November 6th, 2022. Hespectful Keith and Throb Lala. I thought I was gonna get a third guest, but I wanted to kind of just have two of us here because I don't know, have a new setup and didn't want too much chaos. But we get for the post UFC 281 pod. We might even have Brian and Sandra. I don't know if you want to try out a fatal foursome.
Oh, man. Yeah, that should be crazy.
Yeah, so we'll see if they're down or if Sandro maybe he's not available. We'll see. Next week from now. All right, man. So let's dive into the card from last night. For the fans out there thinking they want to listen about last night's card, maybe you missed it too. It was a sleeper.
Yeah.
But yeah, it turned out to be another one of those cards where it's like, oh damn, maybe I should have checked it out. You know. 9 out of 11 fights, 4 of them were KO TKOs, 5 of them submission finishes. Only 2 fights went the distance, so pretty nice card. Yeah. So if any of you fans missed it, you goddamn casuals, it's okay. That's
It's us, man.
Yeah, that's okay. Fucking, we used to be hardcore. I mean, we're still hardcore. We got the knowledge. We got the OG shit. Just
Yeah.
don't have time to fucking sit around fucking reading and looking at shit all day like some of you fucking
Yeah,
hardcores.
these fucking 6-hour cards.
Alright, but yeah, that's what replays are for. And yeah, of all the finishers I checked out, I'll give some personal recommendations for you and our listeners. So I don't know if you got the card up on Wiki or whatnot there, but the opener of the prelims there with Tamiris Vidal,
Yeah.
TKOing Ramona Pascual in 3 minutes and 6 seconds of the first round. That was actually a pretty nice highlight because she faked the left or the right knee, and then she came with the left one to the liver on.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw some highlights of that fight. There was a lot of the like flying knees like that got thrown too.
Yeah, man. So I guess it's a becoming a popular technique for fighters. The double knee is like, you know, it's it's very aesthetically pleasing for a viewer, and it's pretty hardcore if you land it. So
Yeah. It's one of those things where you got to watch it twice because usually those land on the
Mhm,
chin, right?
mhm. But yeah, she went for the body on this one, which is a good call. Got the TKO. Huh? Freaking Dominic Cruz broke it down way better than I did. If you
Yeah.
just search the highlights, people, you'll see how he talks about like the southpaw position and faking the stance and faking the leg and then getting the liver shot. Beautiful stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So big ups to Tamir's Vidal there. One person that is quite popular with the MMA fan base, just because good looking girl. Pollyanna Vienna, she's making some huge waves as well. I'm sure you saw her 47 knock demolition, 47 seconds of Jinyu Frey.
Yeah. I saw the highlight of that one
Fuck
too.
man, that
Some clean like combo
yeah,
shots.
dude, and then the extra shots
I think there's like
afterwards.
4 or 5 of them.
Yeah, man. Oh man, yeah, freaking. I don't know. Is she the one that they call the Queen of Violence? Hold on, let's check here. Pollyanna.
Not sure.
Oh no, wait. I think that was Ariel Lani Lipsnicki or whatever. I can't even fucking remember her name.
Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about too.
Yeah. No, yeah, Vienna is Iron Lady. But anyways, she fucking took the iron to Jinyu's face.
Yeah.
All due respect. Yeah, man, fucking. You got any thoughts on Pollyanna Vienna?
Seems to be doing good. Had a bit of a rough patch. I'm looking at the record. A 3 skid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, came back from.
Oh, that's right around.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, she definitely came back from that right after she got into the UFC. It seems.
Yeah.
Getting
So
back up
she
there.
bouncing back from her fifth pro loss to Tabitha Ricci. I think that's how you say the last name. But yeah, 4-4 in the UFC for Vienna. 13-5 overall for her pro record. She's doing what she can with the platform she has. All due respect. I follow her. She's into Naruto and shit. It's pretty funny.
Oh, it's a tall order to climb that 115 ladder, though.
Oh yeah, especially man, especially with the killers up top there. God damn, man. Again, did you see her tweet out of nowhere? She was like replying to some fans asking her like, "Why aren't you and Colby Covington cool anymore?" Did you see what she replied?
No, I didn't.
Alright, bro. This is like an exact quote, not even joking. She was like, "He wanted me to stick a finger in his ass, but I didn't want to." What the
That's
fuck,
hilarious.
man? Bro, why? And like,
Yeah.
I was reading on the comments on some of the posts that like were talking about it, and everyone was like kind of just saying like, "Oh, well, so she's just admitting that he smashed," like still a W for Kobe.
Yeah, the internet will always chime in like that, man. Some of them are gold
Yeah,
too.
fucking just dirty fucking raunchy comments, and then you got some people like, "Hey man, why she putting Colby on blast, man? A man likes what a man likes, you know." Holy fuck, man. So I don't know, maybe Colby did hit. He seems to be leaning towards
Maybe.
that with that kind of
Or,
fucking tweet.
or does Colby just come out of the gate with, finger in the ass? That's his go-to.
Before we get started.
Yeah.
Fucking Colby.
It's called foreplay.
Who knows? But yeah, there was that post he did back in the day before he what was that? He fought Damian Maia. He's just like making fun of Brazilians, and then he's like posts that picture of him beside Pollyanna Vienna, and they're both like smiling. He's got his arm around her, like, oh, fucking all the Brazilian fans.
Oh yeah.
What the fuck is this, man?
I think I remember that.
Oh fuck, fucking drama, man. The fucking drama. All right. Next on my recommendations for those prelims, probably would be the following fight: Mario Batista submitted Benito Lopez with a reverse triangle armbar just before the first round ended. Yeah, you happen to catch that highlight?
No, I don't think so. Which one?
Mario
Mario Batista?
Yeah, he submitted Benito Lopez.
No, I don't think I caught that one.
6 seconds left in the first round. Pretty dominant performance. Like, I'd say to check him out as a whole if you're into that grappling shit, you know. This guy, yeah, seems to be another American prospect. You know, he's a base wrestler and he's pretty strong with like mixing in jiu-jitsu. Like, it's fucking smooth at the way that I was seeing him transition on top there during the match, and like, yeah, he just fucking tied that fucking reverse triangle armbar. It's not a common finish for some submission guys, so pretty impressive.
Yeah, I mean, looking over his record here, he looks like he's, just breaking out into those, streaks that'll get you noticed with interesting finishes like that.
Yeah, man, he's been
Right,
under
he's got flying knee and punches right there.
Doctor
Doctor stoppage back. Like,
you're
yeah, it looks like
confident in grappling, man. Fucking sometimes you just go for it when you when you strike. Right? You're not afraid
gotta
of
close
being
this somehow, right? Might as well just close it with a flying knee.
Yeah, so this dude's been under my radar, I'll admit. Like, he's been around since 2019. Like, I'm sure you see there on his resume, his opening fight was with Corey Sandhagen, and we all know where that guy is right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was on the prelim card of Cahuto and Dillashaw. Corey's actually the guy that submitted him, so I'm pretty sure it was a very sobering experience for Mario Batista.
Yeah, looks like that was his first professional loss as well, so serious turning point. He definitely, doing all the right things so far.
Yeah, like what was he, 6-0 before he ran into Corey there?
Yeah. And then looks like the other one was TKO.
Yeah, maybe got caught. I didn't check the match myself. And he's 29.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, I think the future is bright for him at 29. Yeah.
Yeah, 135. It's still a deep division.
Yeah, fucking all the divisions are getting pretty deep nowadays,
Yeah, I mean, they definitely are.
So, like, what are your feelings about like grappling prospects in respect to like the more striking oriented guys? Like, what speaks more to you?
I don't know, man. If you you're probably less likely to get a title shot fast, or as fast, I guess, because like look at I know Pereira has the story there, right? But he's 3 fights in and getting a 185 title fight. Similar thing to Volkan Ozdemir, right? He came in, knocked out 3 dudes, and immediately got a title fight at 205.
Yeah, with DC.
But if you're gonna go the grappling route, yeah, like, and when you're grappling, you're obviously not as exciting. You don't get the airtime with a grindy decision as you do, right? So look at Islam, right? He's kind of boring, but he had to win 10 times versus the other guys who are super exciting. So I mean, I don't know if you can manage the win streak, prove you're better, clear out the division before you get there, I guess it works.
Do the old.
Probably not going to get noticed as much.
Yeah. Well, I'd say like first round submissions are pretty dope. If someone were to keep doing something like that could probably get on the radar. But yeah, the more grindy kind of like matches that you just shut down people or dominate them slowly and break them down. Yeah, definitely those ones. UFC not really looking to put those guys higher up on the cards.
No, they gotta make the win streak worthwhile to give them the promotional dollars for advertising them and everything.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Okay. So let's move into the main card. Give some more love to some rising prospects. Unfortunately, a lot of these guys came in overweight. I don't know if some of them were short notice changes and stuff. But,
Yeah.
I'm not one to I've never competed before, but I've heard Paul Felder saying, stop making excuses, guys. He made weight on a short full notice fight, and I think he was like 25 or over 25 pounds off,
Yeah.
and he fucking shredded it. But obviously life gets in the way. Just wanted to throw that out there. I hope I don't get beat up by a future fighter.
Yeah, I saw that it was like what, 4 different fighters missed weight, almost 5.
Yeah. The fifth one would have been, I think, was out there, Shanna Young. She came in overweight
Okay.
like twice, and then she was like, okay, you know what? Let me just cut off some hair to make the last couple decimal points here, and then yeah, they let her through. So, and then she ended up losing
Wow.
by decision, unfortunately.
Oh, not a good day at work.
Yeah, the sacrifice sometimes just don't work out for you. All due respect. But yeah, the opener there on the main card, Grant Dawson. We saw him break down the Olympian Mark Madsen. Yeah, it was a pretty good demolition. Eventually grinded him down to a submission rear naked choke in the third round. The Olympian Mark Madsen. I haven't talked about him much myself or followed him, but yeah, he's obviously an Olympian, gold medalist. He actually got out wrestled by Grant Dawson, who used counter wrestling and such. But yeah, good on Dawson. He's like what 7-0 and 1 no contest now since joining the promotion. 19-1 and 1.
Oh man.
And this guy loves the rear naked choke, man. I don't know if you're gonna check his stat board. Do you see it there?
Yeah, that's a lot of rear naked chokes, man.
So 19 wins and 11 by rear naked choke.
Yeah.
Dear future opponents, if I'm on your back,
Yeah.
I'm on your back.
You know what he's going for, right?
You better start shitting your pants, man. Fuck, man. It's funny when you find those fighters that just like have that bread and butter thing that they're just able to pull off. Like,
Yeah, exactly, right.
Ronda Rousey and her armbar, like what the fuck, man?
Every time, right?
Yeah, man. Just found her way to the arm every time. Until they found a way to keep her off her, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Stay off me, Ronda. Don't you fucking take me. Fuck yeah. So yeah, big love to Grant Dawson. Pulling out the victory and showing some chops against an Olympian, man. Back to the drawing board.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like that guy's doing really well until this fight. He was 12-0.
Yeah, still undefeated in the UFC as well. And he usually, I don't know if you saw the post, like the in-cage interview. He's so sweet to DC, calling him his like hero and stuff. And then after the interview was over and the mics were off, you could just hear him like he grabbed DC like a little kid. And he's like, "Can I get a picture?" Yeah, man, it's fucking hilarious. So all the best for Grant Dawson. They were even saying on the commentary team like maybe he deserves a ranking now, and he himself called out Tony Ferguson. I don't know. What do you think about that?
I don't know. Tony Ferguson's a pretty hot commodity right now.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, he's a big name, but no one's really sure how many fights he's got left in him, right? Does he just keep losing, or is he going to turn it around?
Yeah, I know. It's tough, man. Oh, Tony. Tony time has passed.
Yeah, I know. I mean, yeah, exactly, right? The cable, right? The fucking cable. the speaker jack cable, right? It fucked him up. If that never happened, we would have got fucking Khabib.
I know, man. Life, man. Life plays out.
But I mean, if you look at Conor, right? He's ranked 13 right now. Tony's 14. And as far as, building Conor back up the same way that, they fed Cowboy to him, that's enough name worth right around the same ranking and everything. What if they do Conor and Tony?
Yeah, I like it.
early next year.
Yeah, I like it because Tony deserves that payday. He deserves a red panty night.
Yeah. And if he can win, he deserves the extra rep on getting out of this slump he's in, right?
Yeah, that'd be good.
But at the same time, if Connor wins, that's everyone getting paid, so
Yeah,
still win-win all around.
even more so for Connor, because then he's probably gonna be like, title shot! Get the fuck out of here!
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, some of these...
He'll go from 13 to 12 and then demand a title shot.
Oh dear God. Hopefully he doesn't stick around that long.
Yeah, I mean, I think RDA and Tony would probably be the best bet.
Oh.
But yeah, I'd like to see Tony get that massive payday before he heads out.
Yeah, I'd like Connor and Tony. They have a bit of a story, He's always calling him McNugget Monday and shit, Connor, I think Connor has a lot of respect for him as an OG and taking as much fights as he has. So, bless him. Come on, Mr. Leprechaun. Give him the bless. Give him the red panty night. I'm all for that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, sir. Alright, so, let's move on from that fight there. Let's give another quick shout out to Tagir Ulanbekov, another Russian tongue twister, who got back into the win column last night with a first round guillotine of Nate Maness. So congrats to Mr. Ulanbekov. He's 3-1 in the UFC now, 14-2 overall. Moving on from that one. Another quick shout out to, let's highlight this guy a bit. Shaylan Nordenbecka. Have you heard of this guy?
Not really.
Yeah, so he got his TKO over Derek Minner last night. He's a 28-year-old prospect from China. I liked what I saw when I watched the fight back. Go ahead and check out his resume, okay? So let me just bring out this note here. Now, a surprising fact for many considering his age, 28 years old, but his overall pro record is currently at 39 wins and 10 losses. So this guy's almost got 50 pro fights at 28 years old.
Wow.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That's 5 fights a year for a decade.
Dude, so go on his wiki. I was looking at this shit earlier and just laughing my ass off. Look at the bottom part of his schedule down there. Fucking May 21, 2016, June 4, 2016, June 5, June 6. Fucking day after day.
That is absolutely nuts.
Yeah, man.
Wait, his first pro fight was in 2016?
Yeah, bro. He's just been
So he's been
the Chinese.
He's been professional for like 6 years.
Yeah, and he's got almost 50.
That's like a fight a month almost, like just under a fight a
Dude,
month.
there's some streaks here where it's like day after day after day, like October 11, October 13, 14, 15. Like, oh.
That is absolutely nuts.
Yeah, man, that's hilarious. And before he came to the UFC,
he's just doing like 8-man tournaments, right? A fight a day.
Yeah, no kidding, man. Like, yeah, those fucking tournament things, most likely. He came to the UFC in 2021. It's just he came in at 36-9. Like, Jesus Christ.
Damn, like that's a lot of mileage.
Yeah, that is something.
But I mean, I guess if you're active, you're actively fighting. Yeah, it's rough on the body, but so is training every day, right? So like you're getting more out of that time, I guess. It's not like you go hard in training or as hard in a real fight, but
yeah.
I mean, he seems to be doing good for himself.
For sure, yeah. Like he got his TKO, 28 years old. Who knows? I mean, he might be entering his prime. Maybe he's just having a little bit of shine, and he's gonna stumble again. I think it's someone that we can definitely keep our eyes on, considering the track record.
That is an interesting record that you do not see very often.
Especially at his age, 28, almost 50 fights. Like, what the hell, man?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
6 years. He didn't even start fighting at 18. He started fighting at like 21 or 22. It's been like 6 or 7 years, and he's got 50 fights, or his next one will be 50.
Yeah, I think I was like
That is
I was
nuts.
reading his wiki. He was a wrestler before his MMA career. So he was a wrestler for about 6 years, and then he saw Conor McGregor on TV apparently, and he's like, you know what? Let me try out MMA. So
That's
there you go,
hilarious.
man.
I bet Dana White was like, "Oh my God, this guy fights 10 fight times a
Yeah,
year, and he's winning. Sign him."
no kidding, man. He's got the Chinese cowboy right here.
Yeah,
Fuck.
that's absolutely insane though. Like UFC, like you're lucky to get 3 fights a year, 4 maybe from most people,
Yeah,
right? It's like an absolute phenomenon when someone fights 5 times a
fucking
year.
day after day. Are you not sore,
That's
bro? Like you fight one day, and the next day doesn't that
yeah,
carry over? Like what the hell, man? What's this guy made of?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so
I don't know, man. His name is
yeah,
Wolverine
yeah,
though.
his nickname, bro. Well, his finish was like Wolverine too, bro. He's fucking mauling Derek
That
Minner.
is nuts.
All due respect to Derek Minner, man. But yeah, he got him with a good combo. It ended up on the ground, and then he was just fucking punching him and elbowing him until they got the stoppage. So yeah, man. Big love to Shayla,
That's
Nord, and Becca. Someone to look out for.
yeah,
Holy fuck. Yeah. So going into the co-main there, our OG. I remember you had or have a lot of love still for Neil Magny, who now holds the record for most total wins in the UFC welterweight division over George St. Pierre,
oh
bro.
damn.
Oh shit. Fucking keeping his
Yeah, I
grindstone.
mean, yeah, he's not that young prospect anymore, and it kind of seemed like for the last maybe 5 years for him, he was like within inches of putting the puzzle together and going on that career-defining
Fuck
streak,
yeah.
right? He was like he was right there. He just had to reach a little further, and it just kind of never played out that
Always
way. Got so close
down.
to making that title run.
Mm-hmm. Fuck man, I know what you mean. Like I'm looking at it right now, like look at that when he first came, got that one win over Tim Means. You got some other guys here, Alex Garcia, and then he got shot down by Maya. Came back. Look at that freaking beat Eric Silva, beat Gastelum, get beat Lombard, and then he got fucking stopped by Larkin. You know, like fuck man.
Yeah,
There's another one. He beat Hendricks. Hendricks was a staple name at that point in time. And then fucking got shot down by RDA, man. Like, fuck's sake. Look, he got a win over Condit. Like,
yeah.
oh, Jesus, man. Just, yeah, his whole career
Same
like
thing,
that.
right? He gets a couple wins,
Mm,
right? Condit and Craig White, and then Ponzinibbio when he was on his streak,
yeah,
right? He just couldn't get past him.
before Ponzinibbio got sick, man. Like, oh, jeez, what a journey
And
for him.
Michael Chiesa when he was on his little welterweight
Yeah,
streak
that's when
there.
he was the guy on, like,
Yeah,
and it was kind of like, uh, a big test for Magny because he was getting better on the ground, but a guy who was like good on the ground, especially on top, was like
yeah,
it's almost like his kryptonite, And Chiesa just shut him down in that aspect.
yeah. I mean, like if you want a clear record of what the welterweight division has looked like for the last, I don't know, 10 years at least, you just look at this
Yeah,
guy's record, right? Going all the way back to what,
yeah.
12?
And there's another shutdown by the prospect fucking Shavkat Rakhmonov. That guy's been tearing shit up
Yeah,
too, man. Like, yeah, Magny. If any, no matter what, he's a fucking pioneer, yeah. And
yeah,
fucking, it was just nice to see him get the submission there over D-Rod. Big love from Hespect MMA to Neil
yeah.
Magny. I don't know, man.
He's still, he's still like a serious threat to, maybe not the top 5, those younger prospects, late 20s kind of thing, where they're, just pushing it, getting to their prime.
Mhm.
But, I can still see him winning fights. He's definitely still ahead
Yeah.
of most people for being like well-rounded,
Mhm.
consistent.
I don't know, man. Do you think he can still try and make a title run? Is it just too vicious up there for him?
I think it's up there. I think it's too much. But I mean, you never want to see a fighter chase those wins, right? So that it can end on a high note, because then that's usually how you end up with 5 losses, right?
Right, right.
But I think as long as he's not, seriously trying to fight a top fiver, he can stack up some wins. I don't think it's impossible, but he's like 35 now, so title run, considering what the top five looks like right now, doesn't seem likely.
Yeah. All things considered, I think he's just a blue collar guy. He's probably just fighting for the love of it. He also, is he also?
Yeah.
He's a policeman or a firefighter? I think he's a firefighter, right?
Oh, I'm not sure actually.
I think he's either like he's in some kind of like one of those enforcement things, and he fights for a career. So, guy stays busy. I think that's what it is. I don't know if the title's on his.
Yeah.
That's okay with me. Freaking, if he continues to win in a good old Neil Magny fashion by eroding his opponents over time with his cardio, and I'm all for that. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, he's been around for so long. His fights are usually entertaining because he likes to, push the pace. But yeah, I'd like to see him keep fighting. I don't see any reason why he would stop. He's still, actively winning.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And still over some good names too. Max Griffin, he's a good prospect.
Yeah.
He shut down Jeff Neal. Jeff Neal has kind of been bouncing around now ever since he lost his dark horse status to Kamzat. But yeah, man, freaking a lot of staple names here. Lawler, Li Jingliang, Condit, like Hendricks. Yeah, man. Big ups to Neil Magny. No matter what he does, I support it.
Yeah, definitely. One thing that does suck about that fight, though, is the fact that everyone thought Li Jingliang got robbed in his last fight versus Rodriguez, and then Rodriguez immediately goes and loses to Neil Magny.
Yeah, kind of.
This is like Lee was on his way up, right? He just kind of hit a roadblock right there.
Yeah, it sucks. It sucks. I did see some comments on social media, kind of picking at it. They're like, "Oh, good thing Neil Magny got the submission before the round ended, or else he probably would have been his next loss." Like they were making fun of the robbery that Rodriguez got against Li Jingliang.
Yeah.
Like, holy fuck. And D-Rod, he's a fighter's fighter.
Yeah.
Got no hate on him, but yeah, I'm sure he knows that.
Just funny how that plays out, right?
Yeah. Laws of karma, man. It's not me. Don't come at me, all right? I love you, D-Rod. You're a fighter's fighter, man. Scrap back. All right. So going into the main event of UFC. What the fuck is this anyway? UFC Fight Night 214. Amanda Lemos and Marina Rodriguez.
Oh yeah.
It out and yeah, Lemos she TKO'd Marina Rodriguez 54 seconds into the third round. Yeah, giving up some love for her. And it was a pretty good, fantastic standing TKO victory.
Yeah, those hands were heavy.
For sure, man. And,
just like bombing them.
What's interesting to me about the fucking move here by Lemos, like if I was looking at both their resumes, and you could easily say fucking Rodriguez had a bit of a better case for making a strawweight contender, because she was on a 4-win streak. The names that she had on there, Waterson, right? Michelle Waterson, Mackenzie Dern, Hebas, crowd favorites, Yan Xiaonan,
Yeah.
And yeah, with Lemos, when you look at her resume, not on a big as win streak, she just bounced back from her loss to Jessica Andrade with a win over Waterson. But yeah, I think it's an interesting play, taking the sails out of Rodriguez's kind of win streak here. So I don't know if we check the rankings, where's she at right now? Lemos is 7 now, which is weird because she beat all these girls above her and Rodriguez. So it's probably they're waiting to update that. But
yeah, I don't think that's updated yet because she should be maybe 4 or 5 now at least.
Mm-hmm. And Esparza, she's gonna fight Weili, right? Like,
yeah.
Is Rose booked against anyone right now?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm wondering what she's been up to, man. She's been quiet since she lost that belt. I don't know if she's enjoying the time without it or not.
Yeah. Maybe. I don't see anything that says upcoming. I mean, she's coming off a title, right? She's kind of in the same boat that what's it called? Oliveira's in, right?
Mm-hmm.
They just fell out of the title conversation, right? And they're still like considered one of the best. So whoever gets that fight is going to get like you're testing yourself against a champion, basically.
Yeah, I don't know.
So if you got to be ready to fight Rose, gotta step up to it, right? So that's a big fight for anyone.
Do you
Do you
think
think
they would point her in that direction? Do you think Namajunas would entertain a fight with rank 7 strawweight girl? I don't know, man.
I don't know. I mean, the only other options right now are Andrade, right?
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, she'll probably be right around where Lemos is after it updates.
Yeah, who knows, man? Andrade might just want to fucking stop the momentum there, man. That girl just wants to fucking go back to the title herself too. So who knows?
I mean, Andrade would be a good option. Is she booked right now?
I think she was trying to call out someone. I don't recall who, but yeah, I don't think she's.
Oh wait, no, Lauren Murphy says upcoming January 21st.
Oh man, damn. I mean, all love for Lauren Murphy.
Yeah, I guess it's at 125.
Oh, 125. Okay, so she's going back and forth, I guess. Or wait, was she ever a strawweight?
Yeah,
Okay.
she titled or tried to challenge Shevchenko, right? And she got out grappled.
Yeah. Okay. I remember. Fucking. There's my casual showing, man. Holy shit. There you go. Yeah. Fucking. I don't know. I will see. We'll have to see where Lemos ends up then. But she's in an interesting spot right now. Because all those girls, but she's about to jump a bunch of those girls that she defeated, and then it's just gonna be like the top 5, top 6 for her. So, we'll see where she goes. Kind of interesting for her right now.
Yeah, I mean it's the 115. It's always been, or not always, but after the Nunes domination, the 135 isn't as exciting.
Mm-hmm.
So like the 115 is definitely the deepest, but it seems like a lot of fighters are moving up, and the 125 is getting there too.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a matter of when someone dethrones Shevchenko.
I know, it's gonna fucking breathe some new life into the division. Not that it needs a new breath, because fucking Shevchenko is a treat and a half. So. All G.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a good development process right now. Hell yes. Okay, man. So let us close the book on that card there. Pretty good highlights to go check out if you want to see it, people. Got my personal recommendations and some review from Robbie. Throbby Lala. Alright, well, let's look into this big ass motherfucking card. UFC 281. Yes, sir. Israel Adesanya versus Alex Pereira. November 12th, 2022. Put on your calendars, people. It's in the MSG in New York. New York City.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man. What do you...
Oh, look at it. I didn't notice this, but if you look at maybe early prelims, you got Otman Ajatar, the guy who smuggled potatoes into a hotel during COVID.
Oh, dude, did they let him back? Oh, yeah. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Banned him for a little...
September 12th, 2020, right?
Fucking potatoes. What the heck?
I haven't heard of this an update to that story or anything like that. I think we actually did a pod around that time when we talked about it, right?
Yeah, we did, bro. It was like the weirdest thing to claim. It was his manager too. What was that guy? That guy that a lot of the fan base makes fun of because Connor like exposed him for not paying child support for his son or some shit.
Oh man, drama.
Yeah, man. But potatoes. Yeah, I don't know. That's all it was. Freaking that was it.
Yeah.
I don't know. This guy's a 13-0 now. Fucking back in there after some weird potato incident.
Yeah.
And he's gonna wait. Oh, he's rebooked against Frivola. They were originally supposed to fight at that time. So there you go, man.
Oh, is that the fight that fell out?
Yeah, that's the fight that fell out. So Ola was like, "Let me at him now. Let me at him now."
Yeah,
Yeah, it should be exciting because obviously Ottman he's undefeated.
I
What?
I really hope they bring up the potato thing
Yo, I'm watching.
when next week.
Get Anik on that card. Anik always has the weird fucking
Yeah,
say.
Alex, his notes are undefeated, right? If there's a reason or like that's not what it was, he'll find out.
Yeah, man, and he'll say it. Fucking bringing up child custody battles and shit. Come on, Anik. Let's hear about the potatoes, man.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Fuck yeah. So yeah, that should be a fight to look out for anyone not familiar with the names, because Mr. Matt the Bulldozer Frivola, this guy goes 100. Yeah, and then you might be like, if you look at his resume right now, currently standing. But let me tell you that this guy's like anything. He's kind of like fucking obviously not on the level of Mike Chandler, but he brings the excitement that way. He goes 100.
Yeah.
He does his capabilities as best as he can, and he's gonna make a fucking show out of it for you guys.
Yeah. I always thought stylistically Michael Chandler and Clay Guida are very similar. They're
Oh
both
yeah,
like the stocky, powerful dudes, just like bring it to you.
it's just like Clay Guida wasn't as explosive as goddamn Chandler. Jesus Christ, you ever see
Yeah.
Chandler's workouts, man?
No, but I imagine they're crazy
Yeah, man, he was always
working
fucking
on his
hucking.
words.
Yeah, he's always hucking a medicine ball somewhere, man. Like a medicine ball half his size, fucking kicking it and tossing it like a basketball or some shit. Slam dunking. Every time I see one of his fucking workout videos where he posts, I'm just like, I just feel tired watching it, man.
Yeah. Just breathing heavy watching this.
Yeah, man. Like the craziest one I've told you before is like he's fucking doing these pull-ups and then he releases when he completes his pull-up because someone's throwing a medicine ball over the bar, and then he pushes the medicine ball back to them before falling to grab the bar, going down and doing another pull-up. And it's like, Jesus fucking Christ, Jack.
Wow.
How do you even think of this workout,
Yeah, like I don't know how that helps directly, but I imagine it's a hell of a workout.
Fuck yeah, man. Probably with some kind of explosiveness, man. I mean,
Yeah.
everything he does is explosive, so
Yeah,
fucking love it. And Chandler's on this card too, so
yeah, exactly, right?
yeah, should be good. All right, yeah. So Matt Frivola, Otman Azaitar. I'm sure it's on the. Oh, dude, that light heavyweight bout at the beginning there. You see that? You see
Oh
that?
yeah.
You see Nikolai there, and his last name. Did you happen to see that clip of Dan Hooker trying to say his last name in front of Izzy?
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I did. That one's pretty good.
He like sneakily says like the N word, and then Izzy's like, "What?" And then someone's like, "How did you say his name?" And then he says that, and then Izzy mocks him, man. Like, oh shit. Oh
Those dudes are
shit.
like casually hanging out. Just
Yeah, man.
that's
It's
hilarious.
funny how they roasted him. Oh shit. That was a- They caught him slipping, man. Dan, man, they caught him. But yeah, I think that's gonna be another good one. The Nikolai guy, I've been trying to find the right time to post a hilarious meme about him because I feel like he looks like a mix of like fucking Chris Weidman and like someone else, but he really looks like Chris Weidman to me.
Yeah, he does a little bit.
Yeah, man. So I forgot who I wanted to combine him with, but fucking it's pretty hilarious. Carlos Ulberg himself, I'm familiar with the name. Can't say any highlights stick out in my head. But if I look at his resume, 5 wins, 1 loss. Oh my god, he fights to finish or gets finished. Only 1 decision on
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a good
I
opener.
was just skimming that too.
The UFC knows how to build their pay-per-views, so I'm sure they're gonna have these 2 guys pumped up to set the tone
Yeah,
for.
people start hearing, oh man, did you hear the first 2 or 3 fights were finishes? They're gonna be like, oh shit, we better tune in, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's
To
what it
get those
is.
bangers going first.
Hell yeah. Yeah, man. Seen some other fights here that should have some steam behind it. I mean, you got Andre Petrosky there. That guy's another one of those fight to finish or get finished guys. You know, he's 8-1.
Yeah.
All look at that TKO submissions. His only loss was a TKO as well, so that's gonna be a good one. He's gonna go. Not too familiar with Wellington Terman here. All due respect. Hailing from Curitiba, Brazil. Oh yeah, this guy's
No, me neither.
looks like he's got some good. Oh yeah, he got a win over Serkinov there. Should be a good fight. I mean, they wouldn't put it on the pay-per-view if he wasn't gonna fucking blow some shit up.
Yeah.
They got the fucking
No,
fan favorite.
this
Oh, what's up?
I was just saying this card looks like the early stages could be a lot of bangers.
Yeah, man, they
The
like
first
fucking
maybe
putting
5,
those
6
hungry
fights.
new guys down at the bottom because they know they're gonna fucking like, all right, man, this is my moment to fucking try getting my fucking people.
Yeah.
Move on to
I get a
very
spinning back, a flying spinning back fist.
Flying spinning. Could you imagine if one day someone pulls that shit off? That would be fucking championship.
Yeah.
Some straight up Street Fighter shit, fucking jump, turn around, like
Yeah,
knock him out.
exactly.
That'd be awesome. I wanted to point out freaking Liverpool's fan favorite Molly McCann here. He's actually got
Oh yeah, I noticed that too. A lot of hype coming off her.
yeah, she's got those 2 spinning back elbow victories back to back, you know, Hannah Goldie
Yeah.
and Anna Carolina. Both fucking finished them with the same move basically, almost. So yeah, and she's kind of riding that wave with oh, his face again.
Patty.
Yeah, Patty the Batty, Patty
Yeah.
Pimblett, and they're doing their Liverpool thing, you know, off trying to make up some hype back from what was that? Wasn't oh man, wasn't Darren the dude? Is Darren Till off the card again? Bro, I think wasn't
Why?
he supposed to be on this card?
Was he?
Let's see here. It was either this one
Dan
or
Hooker,
one.
do you think?
No, Darren Till, man. I think he was supposed to be on this one. Let's see.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Till.
He
I mean, how
keeps
long has
getting
it been
injured.
since the last time he fought?
I'd have to check.
He's just getting mauled by Kamzat every other camp.
Fucking calms up, man. Take it easy, bro. You're supposed to be learning out there. Supposed to learn.
Yeah.
He's had like I don't know, like 2 or 3 fights canceled, man. Fucking middleweight Dom Cruz right here. All due respect, I love you, Dom Cruz.
Yeah.
Yeah, so his last fight was okay, not bad. In September last year, he has a submission to Derek Brunson though. You know, very painful. He had that really good fight with Robert Whitaker before that, but he lost by decision. It's just been like a fucking mystery since then, man.
Yeah. Like.
Remember how hard I was like riding his hype when he was gonna fight Woodley, and I was like, yo, man, he's just. I saw Rory fight Woodley, and I thought he was gonna put the pressure on him like that, kind of like overwhelm him with his size and stuff. That fucking Woodley with that overhand right, man.
Yeah, I know, right? I always forget that that Till fight was snuck right in there in his little title run.
Yeah, man. He was like one of those guys. He finished a bunch of dudes. He was fucking loud, bombastic, confident. They just threw it in with Tyron eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't work out for him though.
No.
Yeah, so we got Molly McCann there. She's gonna fight Erin Blanchfield. Watch out for that one. Maybe she'll try another spinning back elbow KO.
Oh man, get 3 of them in a row. What are the odds?
We'll see. You got Reyes coming back. What was Reyes' last fight?
Jiri.
Oh, when he fought. Oh, dude, yeah, he's been gone for a while.
Yeah,
He couldn't recover
the
from that
spinning
one.
elbow there.
Check 1, 2.
Yeah, well, that's good.
Okay, I think I might have pressed something accidentally.
Okay.
Hold on, do you hear any kind of like long dragging sound? My window is staying green for some reason. Okay, usually there's like a background sound if I see that.
Oh, well, the sound, like your volume increased. Maybe the mic is being held a little closer.
Okay. Just slightly adjust this. Go to 80. How's that?
Yeah, there you go. That sounds about the same
Okay, alright.
as before.
Alright, so where were we? Just looking at some highlights. Hey, so have you ever followed Brad Riddell? Like this guy's he's one of those city kickboxing guys. He's had some kind of love, some kind of wave behind him. Didn't quite string it together in his most recent fights. You know, he was doing a little well. You know, he got a win over Drew Dober. Yeah, beat Magomed Mustafayev. Well, I don't know if I'm saying his name right, but he got some like marquee wins there. Some people were like starting to think, you know, okay, this guy might be a little serious and a kickboxing guy. But then, yeah, he got KO'd by Fazeev. Fucking Fazeev just out here in heads.
Exactly right.
And then I got subbed by Jalen Turner. I think that's a dark horse. Lightweight.
Yeah, I agree as well.
Yeah, so I don't know. Like, how do you feel about Brad Riddell? Because you know he was, I believe, on the rank board, briefly at number 15, or I might be mistaking him for someone else. But he's gonna be going up against Moicano. I don't know. How do you see this one playing out?
I think you know he may still be a a rising challenge, but seems like these are his big test, right? He lost back to back there. You know, it's all about the bounce back at this point. Take that many more fights to go back up. Drew Dober is kind of in a similar situation, isn't he? Didn't he have a good streak going? Yeah, let's take a look.
Yeah, and then I think he got stopped
Yeah,
by Makhachev or something.
you got Makhachev and Riddell actually
Okay, so those two stopped him.
back to back, and then yeah, he seems like he bounced back.
Isn't lightweights fucking
Yeah, I guess
stacked,
back
man.
situation. Yeah,
Jesus Christ, man.
so many lightweights, so much talent, all the way to rank 15. It's easy to get lost in how many times these guys have won and lost to each other.
Yeah, man, it's fucking crazy. Like, I think I remember having a conversation with you. We were saying, like, maybe lightweight should be, like, 1 to 25, you know? Because just, like, we need to
Yeah,
of all this fucking talent here.
yeah. I mean, it takes like 3 fights worth, you know, to move up the rankings, but one loss and you're down 5 spots, right?
Yeah, man. Fucking moves
It's just that deep, right? Because
Yeah.
you spend 3-4 months working, right? And you know you get a fight, and if you lose that fight, there's like 5 other guys who won their fight in that month or that 3-4 month span, right?
Kidding. Fuck, man. Yeah, it's a rough division. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I mean, Drew Dober looks good. He bounced back from those back-to-back losses.
that's a guy I feel like, you know, maybe not the best offensive defensive grappler. You know, he could scrap. I don't know what his base is. I think maybe he's a former wrestler. But in terms of mixing it all together, I wonder if he's gonna be able to put in some elite performances. But yeah, he's definitely someone I'm interested in. I've been looking at and is mentioned quite often.
Yeah. For good reason too, though. He's definitely got a lot of experience going.
Drew Dober.
Just depends on 34. He's a little older than I thought he was. Actually, I don't know if he'd be able to make a run.
Yeah, that's what I've been getting at. But, you know, interesting fighter to watch. Yeah, lightweight man, just fucking stacked, Joe. Fucking stacked. Anyways, let's look into the fucking main card, man. Got some good fucking fights here. Good fucking names on the fights. I gotta admit, I'm not too familiar with Mr. Claudio Puelles. Puelles.
No, me neither.
Mixed martial artist. Okay. Nice. Oh, hailing from Peru. Age
Oh wait, I'm
26.
looking at his record. He had that the fucking knee bar against Guida. Knee
Damn, I
bars
missed
don't
that.
happen often.
Yeah, so... Wait, was that? Oh, it was when Lemos fought Andrade. Interesting. Keeping him with Lemos there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, these other names are like some prospect names that were coming up around this time, like Grootsmacher and Jordan Levy too. Jordan Levy's kind of got some pour with the MMA community for his flamboyant dances when he wins his fights. So.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I remember.
Yeah, I think he recently fought what was that Patty?
Yeah,
And
I
then
remember
Patty
that
did
fight.
the cod teabagging on him. Yeah, man, that
What
was the
is?
most flamboyant matchup in UFC
Yeah.
history. Holy fuck! Yeah, going back to Claudio there. Yeah, he's got some marquee wins. Looks like he likes his submissions.
Yeah.
Dan Hooker, man, he's on when he's on, and when he's off, he's off.
Yeah.
What do you
I
think?
mean,
We gonna see him on this weekend or?
I think I don't know about another title run for Hooker, but
Hmm,
I think this is like a big turning point because what is he? One loss in his last 5 here. It looks like. Yeah. Not to
one win.
mention, I mean, 2 title contenders, the current champion, and then a tough prospect when he tried to go down. Right. It's not
Yeah.
easy competition, but I mean,
Hmm.
after that Arnold Allen fight, I mean, I still can't get it out of my head, man. He was just like, I don't know. It looked like he was, you know, blackout drunk, and they were like, "Oh yeah, you got to fight this guy." And he just could not move. He couldn't balance. He was like paper thin. I don't know how well he's coming back from that cut and then the beating.
Yeah, no doubt. And what about fucking Arnold Allen out here, eh? What a fucking phenom, yo.
Yeah,
That guy's fucking pretty fucking fast for his weight class. The way he throws hands and shit. He almost reminds me of fucking Calvin Kattar. He fucking fought Calvin Kattar recently, right? But it was a knee injury that happened.
yeah. It landed weird and twisted on a flying knee.
Yeah, and that was unfortunate because yeah, that was a fight to watch. I wish that had
Yeah,
gone on a little longer, but yeah, I feel like he's kind of in a similar position now as to Cater when Cater was fucking making his run before he got stopped like by Max, I think.
yeah. I mean, you look at Arnold Allen. He's got some worthwhile names there, right? He's got Cater, regardless of how it ended. Hooker
Mhm.
has some name value, even though going down to 145 was a bad idea.
Mm.
Sadiq Yusuf was another, prospect. Nick Lentz. Everyone knows why people know who Nick Lentz is.
Uh,
Gilbert Melendez,
people give a
right?
fuck.
He's got some worthwhile names.
Yeah, Melendez. Yeah, that's a good name to have on your resume. Like, yeah, man, look at this. Look, it's fucking green. This record right here. Looking green.
Yeah,
Little
exactly.
middle there, and then the rest of it's green. So yeah, I'm excited for Arnold Allen for sure. Um, Unfortunately not on this card. It's Dan Hooker. But yeah, we'll see how Hooker bounces back, man. Like I said, I don't know too much about Claudio. So we'll see if there's gonna be some grappling happening there, some counter wrestling that needs to happen for Hooker. Uh, hey man, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
Feels like
145 is an interesting spot considering, Volkanovski, he's clearly the champion after beating Max,
mhm.
but at the same time, how close did Ortega almost get him?
Yeah,
And
it's
then now
true.
that he's basically getting his 155 challenge, everyone is, going to fight for their next win, right? I think Josh Emmett, if he can get a win against just about anyone in the top 5, he makes a good claim at getting the title shot when Volkanovski comes back.
Yeah, and that's good that you mentioned.
Maybe they'll give him Arnold Allen, right?
Yeah, that's good that you mentioned Emmett, because yeah, they are calling for him to fight Allen. People seem to think that's the one that makes most sense. Some people are kind of not okay with Volkanovski coming into or stepping away, trying to get the lightweight title right now. They feel like maybe he should entertain Allen, maybe, or entertain one of those contenders. But it's like, and let Darius step into a title shot with Makhachev. But I don't know. I like it. I don't know. What do you think about
Yeah,
that?
I don't. I'm not upset about Volkanovski going up.
Yeah, it just sucks
You
that
know, like Max. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Right. Max still has the division cleared out
Mhm,
outside of Volkanovski, right? So even though he's obviously not going to get another title shot while he has it, you know, Max needs a next fight.
mhm.
Not to mention Ortega needs a next fight. Yair needs a next fight. That's the top three. You know, even though they're above Emmett on the rankings, I think, you know, one more win, Emmett is probably the biggest option.
Yeah, man.
And I think the UFC might be okay with sticking him with Allen because, you know, if Emmett wins one more fight and gets a title shot, you know, he's what, 38 years old, 39 years old.
Mhm.
There's not a lot of, you know, promotional, you know, longevity there. But if they give him to Allen and Allen ends up winning, that's a new young prospect you have in the title conversation, right?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
So
And
like
I
that might be a good business decision and like good for the division.
yeah, for sure. Um, I totally forgot though that yeah, you're existing. You know, sometimes he's so quiet, and then other times he's very vocal. Where do
Yeah,
you think he fits into this? Because he
I don't
lost
know.
to
It's hard
Max
to.
recently, and it's like you got Emmett chomping at the bit. Um you got Arnold Allen chomping at the bit. Volkanovski might step away. Like where do you put Yair? He's been calling out Volkanovski. I personally don't think he deserves a shot just yet, especially if
No.
you're gonna be losing to Max Holloway.
Yeah, I think because Yair lost to the number one contender and Ortega lost to the champion, you know, that kind of puts them a step behind,
Hmm. Yeah, maybe they just gotta fight out a
right?
bit.
And then I think, yeah, I honestly think it just comes down to Josh Emmett, right? Because he's riding his win streak right now.
Hmm.
He's arguably, you know, one of the people who should be next in line. I think whoever takes the fight with Emmett first, that's the risk you need to get your title shot. Anyone aside from Max basically beats Emmett, they get a title shot.
I like it.
Whereas if Emmett beats anyone else, I think he'll get it. So I think like Emmett's the center point of what comes next for Volkanovski at 145 at least.
Dope, man. I'd like it too. Man, freaking yeah, just throw Emmett and Volkanovski in there once Volkanovski's done with his 155 business. You got two fucking battle orcs, man. Two battle orcs, just fucking short, stocky, wide,
Yeah,
man. Just have them fucking trade hands. No, I'm just joking.
yeah,
Well, fucking, those guys are built like battle orcs. I just have to let that out.
yeah.
Especially Emmett, man. That torso, man.
Those
Yeah, fuck it.
rugby players and wrestlers, man, they're just rock hard.
Yeah, man. Bulky boys. Bulky boys crew. Fuck yeah. Yeah, big love to Emmett, man. I hope he gets his due respect. You know, there's some headlines there of him feeling like he's not getting his due respect, and I can kind of agree with it when he speaks about it. So yeah, well, we'll see. And it's good that you highlight him and say that maybe he should be, you know, that the turning point for the division and the deciding point for the
Yeah,
division. Big love to you.
because there's at least two fights worth of time till he comes back, right?
Mhm,
Volkanovski.
mhm.
So that's like could be a year, and no one wants the top five of the division to be sitting out for a year just to see who gets the next shot, right? You gotta get a win
Mhm.
going, put yourself ahead of everyone else.
Yeah, I like it, man. Fucking like it, bro. Good shit. Moving up there though. This one's a bit of a heartbreaker. Swan song for Mr. Frankie Iron Edgar here. Another OG.
Yeah,
Gonna be going against Chris Gutierrez. A name I'm familiar with. Not someone I follow closely. He's got fucking pretty impressive record, 18-4. Currently on a 6-0-1 win streak. Some good names there. Ryan McDonald,
Yeah.
Morales, Ewell. Yeah, some pretty good names here. So, seems he is a purple belt in jiu-jitsu. What's his style here? So just straight up MMA. Got a good amount of finishes there. Nice and mixed up. Hey man, how do you feel like the UFC is just trying to give him a favorable matchup? Did Frankie Edgar maybe just think, okay, this guy's gonna bring me to a competitive state, and we'll see what happens? How do you feel about it?
I don't know. It's hard because you want Frankie to go out on a win, right? But at the same time, he seems like he could have stopped at any point in the last 3-4 fights, and that would have been fine.
Yeah, it is tough.
It seems like he's. Yeah, I want Frankie to win. I'd love to have him go out on a W, but if I was a betting man and putting money on the fight, I'd probably put it on Chris Gutierrez.
Mm-hmm. Totally, yeah. There's tons of film on Frankie too. Maybe that's what it is, considering his tail end of the career here. He was kind of exciting when he had the split decision on Munoz. Obviously with split decisions, you had people on either side saying, the robbery shit and shit like that. But, after that, the Sanhagen KO, that was super hard to watch. Then the Marlon Vera KO, super hard to watch. Everybody fucking posting his face when the kick landed, looking like a mask or whatnot. That's the MMA community's tough sometimes. So
yeah, I mean the uppercut. What was that? Ortega.
Yeah, the Ortega uppercut. That was hard to watch.
That was a while back, but that was still hard to watch.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah, I mean it's a weird spot for Frankie because he's literally like a UFC pioneer all the way back to what is it, like before 2010, even 2005 maybe. Yeah, let's see, 2007 it says here, first fight. That's a long time. And like he did damage. He was champion with title defenses. He has a who's who of all time greats on his and like fellow champions on his record.
Yeah, no kidding.
Like it sucks that for the last maybe 7, 8, 9 fights he's gone 3-6, 3-7.
Yeah, freaking.
And that's kind of what a lot of modern audiences remember.
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, look at this beautiful resume though at the beginning. Miller, Tyson Griffin, that guy was pretty good back in that day. The third law, Sean Shirk. Yo, man, when we lived at that fucking house at Shepherd, the guys there were all about fucking Sean Shirk, and I never knew why. I never knew why. Dude, I remember I was still a UFC, I didn't know too much about it. They would watch it once in a while, and I'd just see the fight areas, and I don't know who their names, and I was just getting into it. And they're always fucking shouting, Sean Shirk, Sean Shirk, and I'm like, who the fuck's Sean Shirk, bro? Why do you guys love him so much? I think that's a credible name, considering the history.
At the very least, I have a story about it.
Fucking Sean Shirk. They would always fucking say that shit. All right, man, Sean Shirk. Yeah, BJ.
Yeah, I just want to fit in, man.
Fucking Jose Aldo Mendez. He lost to Jose, but that was a good fucking fight. Steve. Yeah, he beat Yair. Fucking forgot that shit. Yeah, even near the tail end,
yeah,
pretty good names on there. Munoz, right? But when he lost, I mean, fuck, it was hard loss.
Yeah, especially the ways he lost recently.
Yeah.
Around 40 years old, it's time to hang him up soon.
Yeah, for sure. Especially.
Yeah, I really hope he goes out to win.
He's taking a lot of damage for us fans, and you can hang it up anytime you want, Frankie. We won't be mad at you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so good luck to him.
Here, I'll BRB really quick.
No problem. I'll move up the card here. Slowly put the tip in and talk about this lightweight fight. God damn, man. UFC. Listen, I know you guys got got your way of building a card, right? And you got your rules and shit. Alright, I can respect that. UFC brass, UFC staff, Dana White, everybody kissing his ass. Crack. Anyways, I don't know why I did that. Dustin Poirier and Michael Chandler. It should be 5 rounds, man. Okay? We got 2 championship elite fighters in the most stacked division of the UFC lightweight. These guys, we know they can go 5 rounds. We know that they go hard. Even if it's not for a championship, come on. You guys have done it before, haven't you? Haven't you? Right? You made 5-round fights without a belt, right? Couldn't make this one a 5-round fight. Or maybe they haven't. I don't know about it yet. Yes. Okay. Dustin Poirier, Michael Chandler. Yeah.
Okay.
You know, oh, what's up, man? Yeah, just
Okay, I'm good.
I was just sticking the tip in and talking about Dustin Poirier and Michael Chandler, man. I was saying, man, like UFC, man, they've made the exception before for a non-title fight. This should have been a 5-round fight. I think I would have liked that. I think I would have liked.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, I don't know if it would go the whole 5 rounds, but just to know that if we needed those extra 2, that they were there, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
I mean, I think maybe they were hoping, less time, more likely that something exciting is going to happen.
That's true, because with someone like Michael
the mindset changes for. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like his fight with Gaethje was 3 rounds, right?
Fuck yeah. Holy shit. That was just too gladiator.
Yeah, like if he can do something like that again, win or lose, you're gonna end up losing with no stock loss, right?
For sure. For sure. Yeah, man, I'm just happy Michael Chandler's in the UFC. I remember all the fucking comments.
Yeah.
Like, he not gonna do shit. Fucking Bellator fighter champion ain't shit. And now everyone fucking loves this guy. Fucking.
Yeah, exactly.
It's good. It's good. He deserves it, man. He's always fought that way. People just had to wake up to it. And dude, man, Dustin is gonna fucking bring the fight to him, man. So this is gonna be a hot one.
Yeah.
How do you see it playing out?
This is literally like one of the most literal examples of when people say a stick of dynamite versus a hand grenade. Right? Both of these guys got power. Right? Someone's probably getting knocked out. I really doubt they're going to need the judges.
Yeah, man. Holy shit. Yeah, these guys are going to throw bombs. You know, Poirier, his bombs are a little more calculated. You know, he likes to throw a little pop, pop, pop first before he hits the bomb. And Chandler, just that guy throws with mean intentions all the time. He did mention, like, because of his last couple fights, that he is planning to try and be more reserved and not get caught up in the
more strategic.
not get caught up in the war joy. So it'll be interesting if he actually obliges and tries.
Yeah, I mean he's got a lot of solid assets in his favor. I mean, if he could, just pick his moments a little better, not expend everything all at once. I don't think there's any reason why he can't end up taking a win from Poirier somehow.
So with this mindset that Chandler's talking about, do you think he's gonna start using his wrestling more? Like, the man can wrestle his ass.
I don't know.
He got Oliveira off his back, man. He got Oliveira off his back. Like, that's big, yo.
Yeah, I mean, look at Dustin Poirier's record too, right? Both of his losses recently are to grapplers. So I think if he comes in intelligent and uses his wrestling to, mix it up and keep Dustin from getting his hands off, he could definitely pull a win.
Yeah, I would like to see.
But I mean, if he's gonna stand and bang, yeah, I think Dustin wins banging more because he's just more calculated, right? They're both throwing bombs.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the one who's doing it smarter.
Yeah, for sure. Fuck that shit, man. Yeah, that's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be interesting, just solely based off of. Well, for me, it's interesting solely based off of how Michael Chandler is gonna approach this. We know what Dustin's gonna bring, for sure. That guy brings it consistently. He'll bring it for 3. He brings it for 5, and he's gonna bring it to your face all the time. And
Yeah, I think the fact that it's a 3-round fight helps Chandler more than it does Dustin.
yeah, in terms of I guess power, carrying over, getting that finishing shot. I guess Dustin can
Yeah.
keep the pace up a little more, but usually if you're being a little more active in there's obviously more openings to leave out.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a good one, man. I wish it was 5 rounds.
Yeah.
If anything, it's the secret co-main. I'll do Hespect to the real co-main. Carla Esparza gonna be defending her belt against Zhang Weili here. Now, how do you feel about this? Because a lot of people are saying maybe Rose and Carla should run it back, but a lot of other people are like, no, that fight, shit.
No, whatever. It's a title fight, so they more than likely have to put it on a pay-per-view, and I think that would drive the sales down if they immediately rematched after that last fight.
People be gritting their teeth like, oh, I don't know about this one. I think I'm gonna skip this card.
Yeah. Let's go for a beer run. It's 5 rounds.
Oh, dude, it was so funny too. Like I saw this post, like a tweet. Someone complaining to the UFC, like, "Oh, I can't believe you guys actually posted this. This is an insult." And it was the fucking Esparza Rose 2 on their YouTube. They're like, "Wait, come watch!" Like, no, we don't want to watch it again.
Yeah, there's a reason why you made it a free fight a week after the pay-per-view.
Yes. Oh man, poor Esparza, and
yeah,
just weird circumstances all around that whole fucking shit,
Yeah.
Anyways, we know Zhang is gonna bring the fucking fight to her. What do you think? Does she have the counter wrestling to keep Carla off? Have we ever seen?
I don't know. Not really, but I mean, how many people at the top of 115, aside from Esparza, are really, dedicated wrestlers as far as, what they prefer to do?
It's true.
A lot of them have been stand-up for a few years now.
Say Carla goes for the takedown, and then Weili just fucking lifts her up like Francis Ngannou, man. You see that fucking clip of?
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ! What is this woman eating?
Yeah, I mean, you don't say this often at the title level, but unless Esparza is somehow able to, put her wrestling into use, and that's a big if, considering one of Zhang's big assets has always been how strong she is, right?
Yeah.
So I think unless Carla, somehow manages to execute her game, every other aspect of the fight, she's going to get walked all over by Zhang.
Yeah, man.
I think it's going to be a landslide victory, and a big reason why Esparza won versus Rose is more about Rose's approach to the fight than her performance.
Yeah, that's true. It's just, damn, man. There are a lot of fucking weird fights out there, Izzy Romero.
Yeah.
Right? Fucking
Ngannou Lewis.
Yeah, Silva Maya. Like, what the?
Yeah. Woodley and Maya.
Yeah, like you're just fucking confused.
Yeah. He's gonna triple jab. He's gonna get your back, and he's gonna choke you out.
Yeah.
So you just stay like 6 feet away from him at all times.
Hope to counter him when he comes in. Yeah, so hopefully Zhang will bring the pain, bring the heat here. I'll do Hespect as far as I had a lot of love and respect for being the first champion of a strawweight, and
Yeah.
I've never had a problem with her, but
The story is there, right? She'll have her page in the history books.
But yeah, I definitely agree with you. I just feel like Zhang, she's just new, fresh blood, freaking strong as fuck. Like, beat Jessica Andrade the way she did. Like, who beats Jessica Andrade like that? Nobody beats her like that.
Yeah. Exactly. Not to mention the my brain just farted for a second.
That's all.
Yeah, the Andrade fight, right? Just like surprise with that was the elbows, right?
Yeah, the elbows and just catching her with the 1, 2, 3 fucking combo shit right in your face. Yeah, man, fucking Weili, something else, and it was so weird just knowing too that she lost to Rose the way she did, and then Rose went on to have that fight with Carla, that rematch, and now here we are.
Yeah.
We'll see how it plays.
Yeah, it's a weird place.
Yeah. But yeah, if I was a betting man, I might put my money on Zhang on this one. I'll do respect to Carla.
Yeah.
All right, man. Let us. Starting to do that fucking tongue click thing again. Get that under control, Keith. Fucking clicking your tongue and shit. People gonna be roasting you. Nah, I'm not famous. Fuck. Anyways, yeah, into the main event. God damn, here we go. UFC's
Goddamn.
first headline kickboxing bout. I like that.
Basically.
Israel Adesanya, the Stylebender, amongst many other nicknames secretly said in the MMA community.
Yeah.
Alex Pereira.
I think this might be like second for the least amount of wins on your record and getting a UFC title shot, because didn't Brock Lesnar have like 3 or 4 wins?
Yeah, maybe even just 2 or 3.
Like total? Yeah.
Honestly.
But I mean, 6 fights total, 3 of them in the UFC.
Mhm.
You're getting a title shot already? That's nuts.
Yeah, when they shoot some of these guys up,
I mean, the
it's like,
story
what
is
the hell, man. But yeah, like you said, the story is there. Obviously, he has 2 wins over him. He's been flatlining guys, right? He's and they. It's not like they haven't. They didn't really give him gimme fights, you know. Maybe Strickland. You know, all due respect to Strickland, that guy. If he ever hears this, he will definitely beat my ass when he finds out. So, but I don't know. It's hard not to say the truth out here. Like Strickland with his pressure and his fight style, kind of a gimme fight. But
yeah, that's like, when they gave, a slow starter in Cowboy to a quick starter in Connor.
Yeah, for that.
The situation where Connor needed a win too, right?
So, UFC machine. They know what they're doing at all times. Don't ever think they don't, people. But yeah, before that, the fight with Bruno Silva, right? I believe was it Andreas was the wrestler, but yeah, he fought a wrestler. 2 wrestlers, I think.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah.
He spent a couple of rounds mostly getting grappled the hell out of, right? And then he turned it around.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think that was against Andreas, and like good on him, right? Because you see his first loss to that Otoni guy there. If you watch the fight, I don't know what the hell Otoni's fucking chin is made out of, but he fucking ate everything that Pereira had to offer and wore him down to get the rear naked choke. If I don't know if Izzy has the same chin. He's been already clocked by Pereira twice, so.
Yeah.
I read this comment. It was interesting. Like they were citing Vittori. They're like, "What if Vittori can take on Alex? This guy doesn't get knocked out. This guy eats punches too.
Yeah.
Out of the realm of possibility." But as I was saying, big on Alex for partnering up with Glover, trying to get the grappling aspect down of MMA. And dude, he's been doing it, man. And now he's put himself in a spot where he's gonna fight a guy who likes to strike, and luckily enough, he's already got 2 wins over this guy in kickboxing.
Yeah.
So pressure, I guess there's a lot of pressure on Izzy more than Alex.
Yeah, I agree. Because this is a similar situation, not entirely or exactly to Joanna and Shevchenko. Right? Because Shevchenko beat Joanna, 2 or 3 times in kickboxing before they both transitioned to MMA?
Right.
And I mean...
Yeah, that's a good point.
If it does transfer over similarly, then there's no reason to think Pereira can't, score a knockout or, take a decision away from him.
Mm-hmm.
I would go with knockout, though.
Yeah. Like with the improved Izzy, because obviously both these guys have improved. Izzy's been at the top of the throne for a while and doesn't seem like he's gonna go anywhere soon. Like if it's gonna go either way, it's gonna either be Izzy by decision or Alex by KO. I feel, and obviously it can it can go the other way. You know, MMA math is never certain.
Yeah.
I feel like the high percentage results are in those favors.
Yeah. I think the big X factor more than anything is at this point, where is Izzy's, overall mindset with his, drastic comparison of experience? Because he's got what, almost 4 times as many fights in MMA.
For sure.
So I mean, if it's a lot more time to be working on your wrestling, right? Whether it's offensive or defensive. I think if he tries to sneak a few takedowns in, right? Maybe some trips or something that you can't normally do in kickboxing last time they fought, right? You keep Pereira guessing, you could throw him off his striking game.
Yeah,
Extend your longevity on the
no
rounds.
kidding, man. Let's go, man. Let's see a fucking Israel Russia Adesanya, man. go.
Yeah, exactly, right. You gotta, this is your moment, right? You're gonna play the stand-up game the whole fight. It's almost like you're doing it for your pride, right?
Yeah.
With the amount of how he's like fended off Vittori and Whitaker's wrestling and still won the decision. If he can implement that strategy himself, that seems like the way to go.
Yeah, because it would definitely throw Pereira off if Izzy successfully started like tripping him up or taking him down. Like, oh shit,
Yeah.
this guy's not gonna do what I thought we were gonna do. He's gonna do a little extra, and his stance might change, his angles might change, and then there you go. You got Izzy fucking going MMA and reminding Alex, oh bro, man, you wanted kickboxing. We're gonna fucking turn it up here. I'd like to see that. I would love to see Izzy bring out some more tools from the toolbox. That would be super awesome.
Yeah, and as far as the position you're in, because that Jared Cannonier fight, he got a lot of questionable looks because of how boring it was, and then a lot of people thought Robert Whitaker took it from him the second time.
Right.
So right now his stock isn't as high as it was around the time he fought Yan at 205. So if he can bring out a new aspect of his game and show just like Ngannou did, right? How everyone thought he was gonna bang, then now he shows up and starts wrestling the hell out of people and being conservative and intelligent. If you can pull out something like that, there's major stock points.
Dude, I keep waiting for a third fighter to do that kind of transition shit, because you had fucking GSP, man, the karate guy, turning into one of the best wrestlers in the welterweight division at his time. It was fucking like crazy to fucking think that someone could just switch it up like that because of the landscape and their own evolution just like coming all together. Like similar with fucking Henry Cejudo, came in, he was a Olympic wrestler, got fucking destroyed by Mighty Mouse the first time, and then he's like, all of a sudden he's striking like Conor McGregor or something.
Yeah,
he's like,
he's got some wide karate stance, his hands low. It's like, man, what are you? He's standing sideways, like what?
And he was good
using cheat codes. Yeah,
and then he was good at it. So like, and that's one big thing I miss Henry Cejudo for. I feel like, man, you should have never stepped out when you did, man.
I mean,
fighting like, oh, dude, man, the time.
He's got one of the best records overall, right? He's got 2 gold medal, or no, he's got 1 gold medal, right? Was it 2? I don't know.
He's got gold medals.
It doesn't matter how many. He's got gold medal at home. He's got a win and a title defense at 125 and 135. That's he's a triple C for a reason, right? But considering his career was so short-lived in the UFC and it's in the lower weight classes, it just doesn't count as much as DC's win and defend at 2 weight classes, considering they're the 2 highest ones, right?
For sure. No, DC is definitely. I might place him be below GSP. I love DC. A lot of people wouldn't put him there. He's so underrated, man. Like, I saw this comment that kind of like really rang with me, and like it was a top comment because like once you read it about DC, like that's what it is. He was the guy that fucking roamed with the motherfucking giants, yo. Fucking Mike Dolce, the diet guy, he's like, yo, I can get this guy down to welterweight with his frame. No, fuck that, man. I love my chicken. I love my Popeyes.
Yeah.
Fight these fucking giants, man. PC doesn't get enough love for being just that stocky dude that
Yeah,
these freaking titans, you know?
the the daddest man alive.
The daddest man alive, like absolutely, like the body and everything, like the fight style, a daddest man alive, no doubt. Sorry, Max,
he
you gotta just take second place in this one.
he looks or he's got a lot of charisma with when he's on camera doing commentating since he retired too. I
Mm.
mean, like one of my favorite clips, I love it. I love seeing it when it pops up was when he's doing that interview with Lewis and he brings up Ronda Rousey. And Lewis is like, "Did she ask about me?"
Yeah, man, fucking
He's like,
classic.
"There's three cameras, Derek. It's not off the record."
Yeah, man, it's not our freaking group. Getting all really with him.
he's just like,
She
he's like,
didn't
"Oh,
have.
it doesn't matter. I'm married anyway."
Yeah, yeah. Oh, it's okay. Are you heartbroken? No, no, it's all good. I'm married anyway. Fucking Lewis.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool to know that his wife's cool with all those fucking jokes too. Yeah, he's fucking talking about Ron. Oh shit. Yeah, man, good shit. But I hear you, man. Fucking, this place is it's very unique for Adesanya, and the pressure's on him. It's so weird. Usually it's on the contender, right? And
Yeah.
having these two losses to Alex, yeah, man. And I don't know if you've seen any recent clips, but yeah, even Adesanya, he's feeling it. You could see he's like, man, I can't lose this fight. This is the fight that's gonna define a lot of shit for me.
Yeah.
He's taking it very seriously, and who knows? Some people might even say there's a little bit of air of fear, you know.
Yeah. I mean, if there's ever been a point, right? Because I mean, for a while there, Sean Strickland was looking like if he could beat Pereira, it was him or Smith, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or not Smith. Goddamn, I'm drawing a blank. Yeah, no, Strickland. I mean, seemed like it was going to be Strickland or Pereira next.
Oh, right, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I think
So,
either way, Izzy's looking at a tough fight, but here, it's like more mental pressure instead of just fighting a psycho like Strickland.
yeah. All right, bro. Gun to your head. Who's gonna take this, man?
I don't know, man. I think Izzy he's going to implement some kind of grappling game or like even though he's getting a lot of raised eyebrows at his last few fights.
Mhm.
Every time out, he does do what he needs to win. The only real issue there was Jan was just too big for him, right?
Yeah.
I think if exciting or not, I think there's no reason why Izzy can't implement a solid game plan and take it by decision.
Yeah.
So I'm going with Izzy. I think he's going to make it boring, but he's going to win.
Honesty's the best policy, man. Fucking yeah. You
Maybe not boring, but
you can't deny the success and the minds of City Kickboxing, right? Their coach Eugene Behrman. He's getting these guys in line, and they're disciplined. They're winning, and yeah. As much as people love Alex Pereira, and trust me, I always love new blood on the throne. I've been saying this for the longest time, people. New blood on the throne's all good to me. I'm never mad. I'm indifferent. This is all entertainment. This is all nice.
yeah.
Alex could get the KO, but I'm thinking Izzy probably skates to another decision as well. Maybe he might finish him, but most likely might skate to another decision. Implement a good game plan. Him and City Kickboxing, Eugene Behrman, gonna break down Alex with all the film that they have on him. Kickboxing, MMA. I feel they're gonna make a good game plan to shut down Alex and yeah, steal away the decision. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the way to go, and more than likely what they're trying.
Yeah, so we'll have to play it out and see how it goes, man. I'm super excited. It's this fucking
Yeah, I mean, the whole card is just crazy.
yeah, man. Can't wait to discuss it on the 13th as well with possibly our new guest Brian, and
Yeah.
if Sandro comes back, have a fatal foursome. Yeah, so mark your calendars, people. It is gonna be on November 12th. UFC 281 Adesanya versus Pereira. MSG, New York City. Yeah, thank you as always for coming out, Throbby, and adding some context to my craziness, talking about MMA, MMA and chill. Any final words for our listeners out there, man?
No, man, it's gonna be a solid card. There's up and down. There's things to see.
So all y'all casuals better fucking tune in, cause you know us hardcores are gonna be tuning in too, and us OGs and shit. Everybody gonna be tuning into this one. Don't miss it. All right, well, yeah, we'll call that a night. It is November 6th, 7:51 p.m. 2022. We'll see you next week, people, most likely. Hespect MMA. Peace out, man. Peace out, bro.
Peace.
Hey, thank you so much for listening in on today's episode of the Hespect MMA podcast. If you'd like to connect with me and discuss your own responses over anything MMA related, come follow my Instagram or Twitter at Hespect MMA Pod. And for those of you listening in via YouTube, remember to hit that like and subscribe button to show some continued love and support. Appreciation to you, and tune on in the next episode. Much Hespect.